Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Week 14 from home. We wish you a wonderful Shabbat of being together and of finding comfort in our community as we come together from our own homes. I'm Rabbi Jessica Graf, together with Rabbi Abby Phelps and our awesome guest, Cantor Richard Newman. We welcome you to our congregation Shereth Israel Kabbalat Shabbat service. And we thank Jonathan Dimmock, our awesome music director, for being with us, as well as Gordon Gladstone, who you'll hear from later, Peter Bonos, our program director. I'm not sure who else from our staff team is on. I think Nia Taylor, without whom all of those people, we would not be able to be here. So welcome and Shabbat Shalom. We'll take just a moment to pretend that we are in our beautiful sanctuary with Cantor Newman's backdrop. We can almost believe that we are. And we'll go into breakout rooms just to say hello to each other. And I think Rabbi Phelps, did you have a question that you wanted to lead with in the breakout rooms? Or were we just saying Shabbat Shalom and hello?
I think the question I think is going to wait for next week. I think this week is just a Shabbat Shalom.
Awesome. So please share one wonderful thing that happened, even among all the challenges and the exhaustion of this last week, with the people that you will encounter in your breakout room. And Gordon, if you will help us shuffle over there, you don't have to do anything, just stay put, and here we go. Like everybody who has Shabbat candles nearby to get ready and to light. We'll do one big of our Shabbat candles as we welcome the light of Shabbat and the end of this week to bring us some calmness and some peace and some joy in our coming together. And after we've all had a chance to light candles, Cantor Newman will lead us in the blessing to welcome Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
Thank you so much, Cantor Newman, which only feels like a slightly strange thing for me to say. Full disclosure, Cantor Newman is also my partner, and I'm incredibly grateful that he was willing to join us this evening. So we now get to continue our service with Lecha Dodi, our beautiful song honoring Shabbat, welcoming Shabbat as a beloved spouse to come and join us. So please sing along with us in your homes as we sing Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha לחדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת וקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We now invite you to rise as able and prepare to pray formally as a Jewish prayer community as we join together in the Barchu.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
We now join together for our prayer of oneness, the prayer in which we remind ourselves both that God is one and that it is our task in this world to make God one. Please join us, Nishma.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Today, as you may be aware, we celebrate Juneteenth as well as Shabbat. It is the anniversary of the day on which the Union Army proclaimed that all slaves in Texas were free, the last US state in which such a proclamation was made. The spirit of Juneteenth is beautifully captured in Lift Every Voice and Sing, a song which you may have noticed referenced in Jonathan Dimmock's prelude music this evening. Often referred to as the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing was originally written as a poem by African-American educator and activist James Weldon Johnson in the late 1800s. And it was first recited in honor of Abraham Lincoln's birthday in 1900. The words of Lift Every Voice and Sing are eerily appropriate to this moment in our service, not just because we're about to sing Mi Chamocha, our song of liberation, but also because they so perfectly echo the traditional psalms for Shabbat, which describe creation itself as rising up to rejoice in honor of God and Shabbat. The song begins, "Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies, let it resound loud as the rolling sea." We imagine those resounding sounds and ringing harmonies of liberation as we join together now in Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehiloto sefele, nora tehiloto sefele, ma'alechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Eli anu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, yai bai bai bim bidi bam, ya ba bai bai bim bam, yai bai bai bim bidi bam, ya ba bai bai bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya ba bai bai bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya ba bai bai bim bam. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו ביד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. And we'll continue in just one moment with Debbie Friedman's beautiful setting of the Vishamru from the book of Exodus, the text we insert into our Friday evening service to remind us that we keep the Shabbat as a sign of the covenant between God and the Jewish people, and that Shabbat is meant to be a time for rest and a time for peace. Please join me. Shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam, berit olam, beini uvein bnei Yisrael, ובין בני ישראל, אותי, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת, שבת וינפש. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם, ברית עולם.
Now we rise as able and we join together for the centerpiece of our service, the standing prayer, the Amidah, beginning with the words, Adonai Sefatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Adonai Sefatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chastei Avot ve'Imahot, Umevi Geula livnei vneihem, leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor leolam Adonai, Mechayei hakol ata rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofe cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayim emunato li shenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We now invite you to take a few moments to pray silently, whatever words are in your heart this evening. Our wonderful music director, Jonathan Dimmock, will play some soft contemplative music while we pray, and then we will come back together in song in just a few moments.
Israel amecha tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Israel amecha tasim lechol hashalom, ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom, v'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני עושה השלום.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is perhaps becoming somewhat cliche to say that we are living in difficult times, but only because we really are. Every day, it seems, there's more for us to contend with. New pandemic cases and deaths, workers forced to choose between protecting their health and feeding their families, killings of Black men and women, and violent clashes between peaceful protesters and police. And that's just within the US. So I have to say, I was genuinely surprised to receive some good news this past Monday in the form of a New York Times alert letting me know that the Supreme Court had decided that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 protects gay and transgender workers from discrimination. In fact, I was so surprised, I had to read the alert and the article about 5 times before I could really process them, especially after having learned the previous week that President Trump had finalized a rollback of non-discrimination protections for transgender people in healthcare and health insurance. Needless to say, I was totally shocked by the Supreme Court's ruling yesterday that President Trump could not summarily overturn DACA, the program that protects people brought to the US as children by shielding them from deportation and allowing them to work and pursue education. I have yet to read the full opinions in either of these cases, but I very much look forward to doing so. And I'm already feeling significantly more cheerful and relaxed than I've felt in a while. It does feel just a little bit like the long arc of the moral universe is indeed bending toward justice. Even so, and even with some preliminary steps toward anti-racist reforms taking place in police forces and other institutions throughout the country, I cannot help but think, how much progress are we really making? The brutal legacy of slavery and of genocide against Native peoples has persisted in the US for hundreds of years. How much of it will we be able to undo, and how quickly? The dreamers may be safe or safer for now, but how many more people will be denied the opportunity to immigrate to the US in the coming weeks and months? And how many more transgender women of color, like Dominique Remy Fells and Rhea Milton, both of whom were killed just over a week ago, will have to die before we can adequately protect them? These questions were thrown into sharp relief for me when I learned that out of the 3 plaintiffs in the landmark LGBTQ rights cases decided by the Supreme Court this week, only one, Gerald Bostock, lived to see his cause vindicated. Donald Zarda, a skydiving instructor who was fired for telling a client he was gay, died in a base jumping accident in 2014. And Amy Stevens, a transgender woman who was fired from her job as a funeral director when she announced that she would begin dressing at work in conformity with her gender identity, tragically died of kidney failure on May 12th, 1 month before the ruling in her case. How do we handle news like this? And how do we keep moving forward in spite of it in our pursuit of justice? In this week's Parsha, Shlach Lecha, the Israelites face a similar dilemma. Having gone free from Egypt, miraculously crossed the Sea of Reeds and made their way through the wilderness, the Israelites now stand at the edge of the Promised Land. At God's direction, Moses sends a party of scouts to explore the land, and they return with massive fruits and reports of lush and fertile land, but also with disturbing tales of gigantic and fearsome inhabitants. The people hear these reports and they cry out against Moses, saying, "If only we had died in the land of Egypt or in this desert, if only we had died. Why is God bringing us to this land to fall by the sword? Our wives and children will be spoils of war. Isn't it better for us to return to Egypt?" Incensed by the people's response to the spies, God at first threatens to destroy them all, but ultimately relents somewhat, vowing instead to force them to wander for a further 40 years in the desert, so that nearly all of the present generation will die out before entering the Promised Land. On a first read of this story, I was inclined to be fairly sympathetic to the Israelites. After all, they are still learning to be moral agents after a lifetime of enslavement. They have been through tremendous hardship, and they are facing seemingly impossible odds. However, earlier this evening, I heard our own teen program participant and studio's excellent photography madricha, Nora Herndon-Lazarwith, give a Devar Torah with a very different perspective. In her words, Parshat Shlach is a story about faith. Specifically, this portion teaches that one must have faith in a better world. God promises the Israelites a land of milk and honey, and more importantly, freedom from the slavery they experienced in Egypt. God is not angry with them for spying on the Promised Land or even for reporting that the land is dangerous, but for ceasing to believe in the promise of a better future. God is angry with them for losing faith. As contemporary Jews, we too must have faith in a brighter tomorrow. Nora's words reminded me that faith and success often go hand in hand, mutually reinforcing one another. In the fight for justice, we must regard each victory, however great or small, as a stepping stone to further progress. As Max Fisher and Amanda Taub reflected today in the New York Times, Juneteenth represents a moment when the arc of history did bend toward justice. However, ending slavery did not end white supremacy, or racism, or the state-sanctioned oppression of Black Americans. But acknowledging progress is a way to acknowledge the problems that were left unsolved. It is a holiday that's as much about obligations as congratulations. Indeed, we can use both our setbacks and our successes as fuel to keep us moving forward. We are reminded as much by these words from Lift Every Voice and Sing. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Alternatively, we can try to push ourselves even harder to a place where the focus is no longer on victory or defeat, but on the intrinsic value and the necessity of the struggle itself. Dina Weiss, Rosh Beit Midrash and teacher of Talmud, Midrash, and Chassidut at Yeshivat Hadar in New York, notes that according to their own attestation, the Israelites are not afraid of death per se, since they lament not having died in Egypt. Rather, what they are afraid of is defeat. The worst outcome they can imagine is that someone would lead them into a situation where they would put in effort and not succeed. And the moral lesson to be learned from their mistake is that learning to love work for work's sake and being willing to put forth effort that yields no tangible results is essential to developing oneself both spiritually and morally. Adopting this attitude may sound like a tall order, but it's not impossible. Before she died, in an interview with the ACLU, Amy Stevens, the plaintiff in the transgender discrimination case, revealed herself to be a profound role model for us. She said, "Though you win or lose, the wheel still keeps turning, whether it be for you or not. If it's an unfavorable decision, then it means we just have to work a little harder, but never give up." Thank you, Amy, for never giving up and for leaving us your extraordinary legacy, not only of victory in the struggle for justice, but also of total commitment to the process. As we strive to continue bending the long arc of the moral universe toward justice, may we be guided by Amy Stevens and by the evergreen words of Michael Walzer, author of the great book Exodus and Revolution. We still believe what the Exodus first taught about the meaning and possibility of politics and about its proper form. First, that wherever you live, it is probably Egypt. Second, that there is a better place, a world more attractive, a promised land. And third, that the way to the land is through the wilderness. There is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Yishar Kochech. Thank you so much, Rabbi Phelps, for those beautiful words that connected ancient wisdom of our Torah to this situation that we find ourselves in today, where there could be no better wisdom for us to apply, I think, than the words of our ancient Torah. We continue with our service with Misha Berach, a blessing for healing, and we wish a refuah shlema, complete and speedy recovery to all those who are in our hearts and our lives who need our blessing and our support. In our congregation, we think of Dr. Elliot Eisenberg and William Kurian and those whom you mention on chat or wherever you are as you say their names out loud as we participate in this beautiful prayer.
שברח אבותינו מקור הברכה source of strength, who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
this time when our world feels so complicated and so tiring and so frustrating, sometimes we remember, we are called by our tradition to remember all the wonderful things too for which we are grateful, and especially that God has given us life and sustained us and enabled us to reach this time together, a time where we can continue to repair the world and build a better world. So in honor of our lives and the blessings that we have, we join with Cantor Newman and Shehechianu as we thank God.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
May we continue in our gratitude and in our feeling of blessing as we continue to navigate a challenging world. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we've drawn into our hearts with our own. Zichronam livracha, we say, may the memory of all of the righteous who came before us be a blessing. We remember them throughout the day and throughout the year, but especially on these days of special mention. If you are observing Shiva or Shloshim, the first 7 or 30 days of mourning, please share a name out loud wherever you are. The perpetual memorials in our congregation are Sidney Black, Charles Einbund, Mildred Molly Einbund, Ethel Goldberg, Janet Lewis, and Art Rosenberg. If you're observing the first year of mourning for a loved one, please share a name. The yard site anniversaries in our congregation on this Shabbat are Robert Joseph Auerbach, Samuel Austin, Jacob Berger, Estelle Burke, Emmanuel Cutler, Marcia Garber, Wilma Karasek, Emmanuel Mazel, Morris Pearlstein, Sylvia Price, Wilma Sapphire, Beatrice Terratute, Isaac Vainblatt, Ellen Wallace, Dr. Henry R. Werdiger, Joshua Wolkin, and those whom you mention now. We join together as one community in words of Kaddish Yatom. We honor the memory and the values of all those who continue to inspire us. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala uvizman kariv imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach leolam v'amei almaya, v'yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata. Tamiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel and all mourners everywhere in the world. And we say together, amen. Just a few announcements on this Shabbat. Please join us tomorrow morning for Torah study with Rabbi Phelps at 9:15. Next Shabbat will be a special Shabbat in our community celebrating the work of our social action committee, the extensive work and the extensive work of our social action committee. It's good to know that my 4-year-old needs to go potty. The extensive work of our social action committee and new initiatives that will take place for our work in the realm of racial justice. So please join us next Shabbat for that. And an enormous thank you to Cantor Newman for being with us from far away. Though you did not have to get on an airplane, you were just able to zoom yourself right in. We're so grateful to have your leadership and your music and your prayerful singing for us to enable us to find some moments of peace and of prayer and of community on this Shabbat. So thank you, thank you. We look forward to having you with us again next Shabbat. I guess there was some arm twisting in Milwaukee where Rabbi Phelps happens to be, so that was great. Any other announcements?
So just one, that people should watch their emails for some dates about conversations around the high holidays. These were mentioned in Lindsay's email last week. And we look forward to having people join us for those.
Oh, there I'm unmuted. Excellent. Well, as we look around the Kahal, thank you to Jonathan, of course, for bringing us pieces, bits and pieces that we combine together to turn into our spiritual selves and our sense of being together and of knowing what music and prayer can bring to us and to our community. We can't wait to be back in the same room together. But thank you for all that you bring us here. And since we're announcing things about Jonathan, would you say something about the amazing write-up of you, work that you're doing outside of Congregation Shereth Israel? Why not? Let's tell people about your life, except outside of Friday nights at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, there was quite a big write-up that Josh McCossman did in the Pink Pages last Sunday, which was sort of took me by surprise. He did say he was going to put a plug in, but I didn't know he was going to do a whole page. And it's kind of one of these once-in-a-lifetime experiences for musicians to get this kind of publicity. And I'm working more and more to do things online so that people can participate around the world. And that's what happened. It was great.
Mazal Tov, that is certainly worthy of the Shehachianu that we said together. And it was great to see that. I know a number of congregants sent it over to me. So people have seen the write-up, and those of you who haven't, look for it. Our amazing Jonathan is truly amazing and is appreciated by us and far beyond these virtual walls. So we love you, Jonathan. We're so grateful to have you. Let us join together in Kiddush. Those of you who have a cup of wine or juice or something of the sort, please lift it and we will join together. Oh no, we join together with Cantor Newman.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים. בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. לחיים.
L'chaim, for any of you who are not sheltering in place with preschoolers, that also is a reason to say Shehachiana. Just experience. But there are some wonderful things about it. And my Ari has made some beautiful chalot this week. Hold it up, hold up, hold up. So people can see. There we go. That's the one for Barbie. And then we have some others for humans too. And I want to invite everybody else to hold up their chalot or something that will be sweet and delicious and wonderful. And we will join together in the motzi as we thank God for bringing forth bread and sustenance from the earth.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon.
Well, everyone, as you begin to enjoy your chalot, we invite you to join us for one last song. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. And as we look forward to not only a more just future, but we hope a more peaceful future, we think of the words of Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, may peace come unto us. So if you know the song, please join us.
Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat